Hello everyone, it's me Connie, and I am mask making 4 journals right now. They're all different but the same, if that makes sense. I don't know, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one at a time, and let me put this over here. And what I want to do is I have let me tie this. This is what I do when I want to get these out of the way when I'm working on it, is I tie it behind it so they're not floating around. So there we go. So hey everybody, how are you? I am doing good, thank you. I know you were asking. Anyway, so in this one, I put in the, I haven't put the words yet. That's going to be last because I don't know yet on each book what the message is going to be for that book. You know what I mean? So I gotta pray and they're like a theme of words for that book. So anyway, and then on the last page, I put this right here, okay? And that's it's got all the pockets. That's the big bag that we folded in half and all of that. And then what I did was, from this page, I counted 5, and I added me a little piece of paper, knowing that that's where I need to put my next piece of pocket ephemera. But I counted 5, and then I came back here and counted 5, and then I counted 5 and put a piece of, and then I counted 5, and then I counted I think 7, so that it would kind of go together from the center to this last one. So there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's just 1 off or 2 off, but that works out good. So that in turn leaves 8 places that I need to put a pocket, a belly band, or whatever. So that kind of gives me an idea what I need to do. So I've already kind of made some things that I want to add into this journal, and I mask made them, so it's enough to go in all of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this page, and I'm going to look and see what I have that I want to go right here. And I'm thinking, I know it's not going to be this one, because this one I want to put in the middle. Why don't we go ahead and do that? No, I want to stay in order so I know what I'm doing. Okay, so this one, I need my washi tape, because I might be using some washi tape. And I think I'm going to use this green and kind of color right here. I'm thinking, y'all. I don't know. Okay, so I think let's do this. I want to make sure that this is not too long. I have to put this right on the edge for it to open and this to open, because I want that to be what I put here, I think. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. So let me get my, here it is. I'm going to get my washi tape and cut it the length of this paper. And if I'm a little short, that's okay. And I'm going to do this little trick because you know how washi tape sometimes does not stick well. Okay, yeah, this is the way it needs to go. So I'm going to put half the tape on and half the tape off. That's good enough. And there's a little overhang, and I want to cut that because I want it to turn easily. And then over here, okay, so this is going to go right here, and I'm just going to press down the washi tape, and that way it will be like this, and you can write on the back of it as well. And I think what I might do is put a little glue on the edge in just a minute. And so this one is going to go right here to the very edge, and hopefully that won't be a problem. I may need to trim just a tad. I'm going to trim just a tad. All right, that was just a tad. That will be good. Okay, so now I'm going to put a piece of this on the edge of that side. Let me use the washi. And let's see. Does it go this way or that way? This way. Okay. So I'm going to put the paper tape on it. There we go. Half on and half off. And I want it to be let me turn this book, because I want it to be right in the middle of these two. There we go. And then it'll just turn over like that. But I am going to open this up, and I'm going to, it might stay stuck good. As I'm working with it, we'll see. Sometimes I pull it up and put a little bit of glue right there, but we'll see how it plays out. And usually on that side, but it looks pretty good in there. Look at that. Isn't that going to be cool? And then I may put like a little something here, and I could stamp right here and right here just to kind of pull it all together. And I think that would look nice. Or I may just do a little scroll of some sort. I don't know yet, but there is that one done. Yay! Okay, the next one. Ooh, the next one, this would look good on it because of the colors. That would look good. I thought about doing two, but they're really long. I could cut them down a little so I can have two pockets facing each other. Y'all know, like, I like to do that. It's so pretty, it really doesn't matter. But let me cut off. I'm going to look and see how long it is. Let's see. I want it about 3.5, I think. No, let's make it 4. So I'm going to cut a little over 1/2 inch off of each side. So it'll look the same. A little over 1/2 inch on each side. There we go. Okay, so that can go like that. And I think that would be pretty. So let me ink this up. Ink the sides up. And then I'm not going to, on these, there is going to be a little bit of embellishment, but I don't want to do that just yet. I just want to get everything in here and then go from there. So let me put these little pockets in. Okay. There's that one. That's going to be so pretty on that page. And the scripture cards that I put inside these may be all it needs as far as decor. You know, I mean, I could put a butterfly or something right there in the middle, and that would look good. There we go. That looks good. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Okay, so I'm going to keep in order what I've done so that I know what I've done. So I've done these. I've done that. Okay, so there's that. And then the next one, let's do, I have these big pieces cut. What was this? What was this? It come off of something. Maybe, oh, this was the full page of this, and this was in the middle, and I just cut around it. So, this will be, oh, that looks good. It's just going to be a large pocket. So, tuck spot for larger papers because unless I cut it in half, and then this much will be, that would be so pretty. Let me do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm not even gonna think. Let me just see where the middle is. I don't even know. Let's see. I'm gonna cheat a little bit and fold it so I know where the middle is. You know, sometimes my math skills are not the best, so. Okay. All right. All right, all right. That looks good. That's gonna look good. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that up there. So I'll only need 2 of those. So I'm going to ink this around. And what I might do, oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. Should I center it and just glue it on both? I like to just glue the 2 sides. That way, if something is just a little bit bigger, then, you know, it'll fit. I don't want to be limited to the size of whatever I put inside the pocket, if that makes sense. Okay, that's pretty. And then I can put a word and a butterfly right here and make it look really pretty. Okay, so there's that. So that's in order. And then this next one, let's see, is that in the middle? Pretty close. I think on this one, we will put the corner pocket. This corner, I love that. And then that's gonna look good. There we go. I love that. This is just like craft paper that I spray painted a shiny metallic gold. And then I cut it and embossed it. It's really nice. I think I have a video on that. Okay, and on this one is where I'm going to put this bag. I may have to cut, let me cut half of this overflap off. That'll be okay. Okay. All right. So, I could have let it hang out if I wanted to, but I didn't want too much of that hanging out. All right, so let's glue this up. I love this. I've done it where I've put 4 bags together and it was just beautiful. Okay. There we go. And then this will be like, I have a pocket here, has a full on here, this short pocket, and then it has this pocket and this pocket. So that works out great. Love that. Okay, this one, let's do, I know I'm going to have to possibly cut these down a little bit on each side. I want this to be a pocket like that. And my thought was, well, that doesn't really go. Let's put that one here. Remind myself to put that one there. And then on this one, we're gonna do, I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna take, ooh, that's gonna be perfect. Let me close this up. Okay, so on this one, I'm gonna have my little pocket on the bottom. And then I printed this paper. It's part of the wildflower with, I'm gonna put that there. Small pocket. And I'm gonna have to cut this to the size I need. it is going to be, let me get my pencil and just mark it. All right, let me cut that. And we'll go from there. All right. Perfect. And then what I may do is I think I'm gonna just fold it down about a 1/2 inch. Okay. I'm not even going to measure, but that's about a 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to put washi tape there. I'm going to use this one. Kind of keep it a little, where is the, there it is. All right. About, okay, then I'm going to get my glue. There we go. And this is a great way to mask make, is get all your pockets. And the books will be similar in the whole thing, but the pages are a little bit different. And there we go. The pages are a little bit different. You know, it's not the same pages throughout the book. So, I mean, it's going to be different. We're going to go about right there. Love it. Look at that. And now we have this page that flips up. And then I want to make sure this pocket is covered. So, uh-oh. Oh, I'm going to have to glue that. Let's glue it. Let's glue it, duh. Duh, that was so dumb on my part. Not dumb, it was a learning curve. I should have known to glue that first. And then I could have put the washi tape all the way up, but it kind of hides the fold over. Okay, so there we go. Not dumb, learning curve. Okay, so I know I don't want to go further than this. Let me put a little mark right there. All right, and the sides, this paper is cut so crooked. All right, so I'm going to make me a pocket. And then I'm going to come up right above it. And I will be coming back and putting words on here, you know, a word or something that whatever the theme for the book is. Whatever I need to put on here, I'll put on there. Okay, so there's that one. And then I will probably, I'm not sure yet what I'll do, or if I'll just leave that as a, I might put something on here. I'm not sure yet. Okay, so there's that. Okay, and then this one we decided to put, let me close this up, to put this on it because the color is just absolutely perfect. So I'm going to need to take off, do I need to take any off? I am going to have to cut it. When I shorten these, some of the pages just went haywire. I'm going to mark that because I am going to cut that. Because I just can't handle that. That's got to be straight. There we go. I had trouble with this book when I was cutting some of the pages. So this is going to go here. I'm thinking I might need to take a little bit off because I don't want it to be that deep. Okay, I'm going to take off half of this white part, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take off half of that. And then ink that up. Because this was my plan to do this. And then I was going to put this along this middle of that white part, but I think I'm just gonna put it on the edge right there and let it poke out. I think that'll be really, really pretty. What do you think? Yep. And I will do that after I get all the books with the stuff inside. I would love that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put that. And I may come along and add some things to some other pages, maybe. Maybe. There we go. There we go. That's that. And that way you won't see the rest of the book when I put this on there like that. Let me go ahead and put it down there. Let's see. I want to hang off the top and the bottom a little bit. So let's just cut it to that. And then I can put that like that. Oh, I love it. I love that. That is really, really pretty. So let me get this. That way I know what I'm doing when I go to do the other books. You know, I love the fact that I can make all my books different, but when I'm making a bunch at the same time, I don't mind them being similar like this. And then what makes it more personable is adding the words and different things like that that I'm prompt to do. I don't do that mask makingly. I just go through one book and add all the stuff that I want to add to it, and then I move on to the next because I want whatever that needs to be in there to be in there. Oh, that is beautiful. Love it, love it. And then okay, there's the back side. That is really pretty. I love it. Okay, we are good. I like that. And now we have this big pocket right here. All right, next, it's just one more. Okay, so I know what I want to put here, but I just hadn't gotten to that part yet, but I will. So let's see. Here we go. Here it is. I did. Duh. So I have some of the cardstock, you know, some of the pages I cut out part of the page so it can be a belly band. I think that would be really pretty. And then I'll add a word or something, but that'll be a nice belly band, right? I like it. I may not even put it in the center. I may just pull it over, but I haven't really decided on this just yet, but there's that. All right, 30 minutes, and I got one book with all the goodies inside. And what I may do is put a scripture card on here. I could, let me see, get a small scripture card. It has to be sideways. And then put a small little note inside there. Excuse me. I don't know yet. And then put a little side note. And then they can still write right here. That might work. I like that idea. Uh-oh. Am I almost out of this one? Oh, I have the big one. Oh, this is the little one. Is that the little one? I will have to go through and print some more of those because I like that. Or I could put the cross and let that be a little tuck for something. That would be pretty too. Okay, that's just something to think about. These are all my scripture cards. You can find either, most of them are in my Ko-fi account, and some of them I have in my Etsy store, which I was supposed to have a set loaded by the end of last week, and I didn't get to it, but I will this week. So there's that. So I'll add a scripture to that. And then we have our pockets right here. And then, where's the next? Oh, then we have our pocket here. And I'm going to dress everything up. I will dress everything up. And then we have this corner tuck, and I will put a cluster of some sort up here. And then the next one is the bags, and I will put a word on here or a little something. I will put something there. I did add the lace to give it a little something something. And then what's next? And then we have this with the pocket. I love it. And then we have this pocket, which I love. And then this is going to be a belly band. All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this. This is mask making. Now on to my next book. But I'm not going to have y'all sit here and watch me do the same thing over again. But this is what I'm going to be doing for all 4 books. So it's all laid out in a row so I know where to go. And everything is good to go. This is just me mask making 4 books, so I can get it done. But they will each be personal with the words that I put in them, if that makes sense. All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this. This is just a way I wanted to show you how I do some of my mask making. All right, take care. Be sure and go to the Ko-fi account that's listed down below and get all the freebies you want. Also, be sure and go join my Facebook page and show me pictures of what you're working on. And what else? Go down below to the Amazon store and look at all the things that I have listed down below. I would not have listed them if I've not tried it or if I'm not using it personally. So it's all the things that I enjoy. So go check that out. And if you click on it and it takes you to your Amazon store, then even if you don't buy that product, you buy something else, I will still get credit for that. So it really will help me out. So I appreciate that so much. So y'all take care, be blessed, and have a wonderful week. God bless. Talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.